I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Max Galka. He is CEO and co-founder at Elementus. Max, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Judy.
A quick note to our viewers, this interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, so Max, tell me, what is Elementus?
We are a crypto analytics firm. So we understand who's operating on the blockchain, and in particular, we focus on the types of actors that financial institutions want to avoid. So that would include, darknet markets, ransomware, Russian crime groups, human traffickers, and other bad actors that fit into that general category. And we use that information to help financial institutions wade into the crypto space and avoid those kind of risks.
Okay, so now tell me, how do you work with Palantir?
We license Foundry for builders. So we're part of their Foundry for Builders program. Foundry is really an amazingly versatile and powerful platform that lets you pull in disparate data sets, slice them, dice them, look at them in a variety of different ways. And so it is an extremely versatile front end for analyzing data. Our expertise is very much on the back end, so understanding the data and being able to pull the information out. And you pair those two together, and it gives you a really powerful platform that lets you understand what's happening in the blockchain in a very wide variety of different ways.
All right, and how does Elementus help banks and other highly regulated financial service providers mitigate risk?
So getting into cryptocurrency involves a number of different compliance risks that some of the actors I just mentioned that are operating on chain. And now with some of these latest Russian sanctions, that includes now a much larger universe of anybody who is operating out of Russia. That for financial institutions to get into this space, they face all these risks that are happening in the blockchain, and they very much want to avoid any kind of contact with any of these types of entities. So certainly any kind of entity that is subject to OFAC sanctions, but as I mentioned, some of these other bad actor categories. So when financial institutions are getting into the space, we help them to identify which addresses these are so they can avoid them and help protect them against these risks.
And what's your value add for financial companies looking to trade cryptocurrencies?
Well, so as I mentioned, part of the value add is allowing them to get into the space while mitigating the compliance and reputational risk. But beyond that, we also have a lot of visibility into the blockchain to enable them to have the types of market data and business intelligence that financial institutions are used to having for traditional financial markets. I started my career as a trader. I worked as a fixed income trader at Deutsche Bank and Credit Suisse for the first 10 years of my career. So I know the financial world very well. These types of risks, compliance risk and reputational risk, are among the biggest concerns within large financial institutions. And that makes crypto a very dangerous place for them to operate. And our objective is to help them mitigate those risks to feel comfortable getting into this new financial system.
All right. Well, Max, it's been wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on NYSE Floor Talk.
Yeah, thank you very much, Judy. It's been good being here.